I'm on the DSV stand and I'm with Samuel Horner, who's the business manager, Grasses. And Samuel, you haven't a smile off your face for the last 2 days, have you? And tell everybody why that is.
Yeah, no, sure, absolutely. So, I mean, we launched the EuroGrass program into the UK 3 years ago now. I mean, as DSV, we're a 100-year-old company, 42 years in the UK. We've had a very good portfolio, especially within the perennial rise. And yeah, basically the last, since the EuroGrass seed books come out, we've got some new cultivars mentioned in the S1 table, and it's nice to come in with 3 new cultivars in the top 10, 2 of which are very top table, number 1, number 2. So yeah, it's a nice time to smile, and the future for DSV and EuroGrass is very bright indeed, so very pleased this week.
It must have been a flag day when you got the information to be come straight in at numbers 1 and 2.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't happen every day. I mean, we see this coming a little way off. So we've been sort of biting our tongues for several months now because we realised that this data was going to show us a number 1 and number 2. But it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you think this might be good and it's never quite where you need it to be. But this year, it's gone our way. So it's a nice problem to have so much good material that eye on the table. I'm going to be honest with you.
What happens now? You've got these high rankings. What's the next stage?
Yeah, no, very good question. So, I mean, some of it will be available relatively quickly. It all comes down to putting business plans together, how much of what we actually start sowing. So that needs to be obviously harvested, clean, and put into a bag. Now, there's various routes to market, so we will, watch this space on there. But I think it's safe to say, the EuroGrass mixtures, as good as they are only going to get better.
Fantastic. Now, I was just mentioned to you earlier, there's not many, the only element of the industry where you're so objectively measured. It doesn't happen in the machinery side, it doesn't happen in the fertiliser side, it happens in the seed side.
Absolutely, and it's very easy just with the trials data. It's very clear for everybody to see, and I'm sure there's a lot of looking over each other's shoulders and who's put what in what mixture, comparing mean scores of mixtures as well. So, like you say, it's very easy to compare apples with apples.
But it's not an overnight success, is it? Because the work that's gone into this will have been started many, many years ago.
Absolutely. I mean, we say sort of rule of thumb, the timeline with any grass breeding is approximately 16 years. So, I mean, I've been in grass seed now for 10 years. So what we're discussing today at the show was crossbred, 5, 6, 7 years before I joined.
You can't take any credit for it.
Well, not really. I mean, I can when it comes to marketing and promoting it and talking about it. But in terms of the breeding, no. I mean, that's all head up by Cord Schumann, our head amenity breeder over in Assendorf, and he's the genius behind all of this. And the credit to him and his team for making our job relatively easy. I mean, when you're producing material like that, it certainly makes our job a lot easier. So yeah, credit to Cord and his team.
Well, what they're actually working on this week, we won't see till 2040.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, sometimes it can be slightly shorter, sometimes longer, but typically, rule of thumb, 16 years. So, I mean, yeah, Cord, I think we have for another 6, 7 years till he retires. So, any crossbreeding today, yeah, he'll put his name on it, but he won't see that in production. So, yeah, it's crazy to think that we have to think that far ahead of time.
And how's the show been for you? You're in a good stop spot here. You had the traffic. Have people been interested in what you've been able to tell them?
Yeah, it's been a very good show as well. I mean, normally day one, it can be slightly quieter in the morning. I think there's a lot of people sort of travelling. It was busy very early on, and there's been a good footfall of traffic. And again, there's a lot of people embracing, I've heard this, and want to chat to you about this. So, there's been a lot of buzz around the DSV stand and in the show in general. So, all been positive.
Well, you've got the rest of today and tomorrow morning as well, so hopefully there's more good news to come your way. But thank you very much for your time, Samuel. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, thank you very much.